Hello, I'm the 10-minute English teacher. Let's get you exam ready. Today we're thinking about Romeo and Juliet with my Act 5 revision quiz. Before we get going, don't forget to like and subscribe. There are plenty of things on the channel to help you understand the play like an expert. This comes with a worksheet. All you need to do is click the link in the description and you can make a copy of that worksheet completely free, and you can use that to play along, or if you're a teacher, to set for your classes. Otherwise, you can just listen along to revise those key moments in Act 5. Okay, my quiz for Romeo and Juliet, all the action covered in Act 5. First question, a friend of Romeo comes to visit him in Mantua and tells Romeo that Juliet is dead. What is this person's name? Is it A, Peter? Is it B, John? Or is it C, Balthazar? Question number 2. What reason does the apothecary give for selling poison to Romeo? Is it A, his poverty? Is it B, his greed? Or is it C, his fears? Is he afraid of Romeo? Question number 3. Why did Friar Lawrence's letter fail to arrive in Mantua? Is it A, something to do with the plague? B, his friend lost it? Or is it C, he forgot to send it? Question number 4. What reason does Romeo give his friend for needing to visit Juliet's tomb? Is it A, to end his life? Is it B, to say goodbye? Or is it C, to retrieve his ring? Question number 5. What does Romeo call Paris when he finds him by Juliet's body? So Paris is there in the tomb, grieving for Juliet, who he thought he was about to marry. What is it that Romeo calls him? Is it A, a wretched boy? Is it B, a child? Is it C, a gentle youth? Or is it D, saucy boy? Question number 6. Who does Juliet see the moment she wakes up? Is it A, Friar Lawrence, or is it B, Romeo? Question number 7. What does Friar Lawrence think Juliet should do when she wakes up and finds that Romeo is dead? Is it A, explain everything to her parents and let the truth come to the surface? Is it B, go to Mantua where Romeo was and take his place in exile there, away from her family? Or is it C, become a nun? Question number 8. Romeo and Juliet are dead at the end of the play and news has spread far and wide. Who has died of grief? One of the characters has died on hearing the news. Who is it that has died of grief? Question number 9. What does Friar Lawrence suggest they do with him? We've got the priest and we've got other characters come together at the end when Romeo and Juliet are dead. What does he say that they should do? Is it A, forgive him for his part in their death? Or is it B, punish him for his part in their death? And question number 10. What does Montague say he will do in Juliet's honour? So this is Romeo's father. What does he say he will do to commemorate Juliet's life? Is it A, plant a tree? Is it B, have a statue made? Or is it C, pay for her burial? And those are my questions to help us recall the key events and moments in Act 5. Let's review the answers now. So question 1. A friend of Romeo's comes to visit him in Mantua and tells him that Juliet is dead. What is this person's name? Well, Peter is the name of the person who holds the fan for the nurse earlier on in the play. It's not Peter. John is a friend of Friar Lawrence, another friar. And we've got C, Balthazar. That is the name of Romeo's friend. What reasons does the apothecary give for selling poison to Romeo? Well, he says it's his poverty. He's not really happy about selling Romeo poison, but does so nonetheless because he is so very poor. It's his poverty that leads him to part with the poison, and Romeo makes a purchase and heads off to see the body of Juliet. Question number 3. Why did Friar Lawrence's letter fail to arrive in Mantua? Well, it's not that his friend lost it. It's actually something to do with the plague. He's not been allowed to travel. At times during the that pandemic, there would have been places and roads where you were not allowed to travel and pass through because of the plague. And the Friar Lawrence's friend, Friar John, tells him, I'm very sorry, not been able to deliver your letter, not been able to make any calls anywhere because of the plague. And it's not that he forgot to send it. So it's circumstances working against Friar Lawrence. There's lots of things that happen in this play which are just bad luck. Bad luck is definitely something that exists, but whether or not we think that fate and destiny is at play here is up to us to think about. Question number 4. What reason does Romeo give his friend for needing to visit Juliet's tomb? He says it's to retrieve his ring. She has his ring. He needs it because he needs the money from it because he's living in Mantua. And he says that the reason he's going down there is to take the ring from her. Of course, we know otherwise, given that he's been to visit the apothecary to buy poison. Question number 5. What does Romeo call Paris when he finds him by Juliet's body? The answer is C, gentle youth. The other references here are quotes from the play. Wretched boy is what Tybalt calls Romeo. We've got child. This is something that Capulet often refers to Juliet as. Saucy boy is what Capulet calls Tybalt. And gentle youth is what Romeo calls Paris, even though they may well be of similar age. This is a play about young people growing up, trying to be adults and make adult decisions, but they all tend to get it wrong. So it's very much a play about adolescence and the failings of adolescence. Question number 6. Who does Juliet see the moment she wakes up? Well, if you've seen the films, it will be Romeo often that she sees when she wakes up, and some versions have Romeo and Juliet see each other and look in each other's eyes before Romeo passes away. But that's not quite what happens in the play, and Friar Lawrence is often portrayed to be quite a positive influence to Romeo and Juliet, and we're quite sympathetic to him in modern interpretations. But in Shakespeare's play, he's very much at fault, and that comes to light at the very end. So Romeo is dead, Juliet wakes up, and the person that she sees is Friar Lawrence. He was meant to be taking her away to see Romeo, but when she wakes up, she sees Friar Lawrence, but Romeo is dead and lays at his feet. Friar Lawrence is then trying to take her away from that moment and take her away with him. Question number 7. What does Friar Lawrence think Juliet should do? Well, the right answer would be to explain everything. She's married to Romeo, Romeo's dead, and she's in a situation where she could be reunited with her parents. But of course, that would lead to Friar Lawrence being implicated in some very poor decision making. He was also about to marry Juliet to Paris, and he wouldn't have been able to do that legally, given that she's already married to Romeo. He's got the two young people married in secret and is looking very sheepish indeed when everything comes to light. So explaining everything would implicate him. That's not what he suggests. Going to Mantua would be one way of Friar Lawrence getting himself out of trouble, but he actually says that he will dispose of Juliet on an order of nuns. So becoming a nun, he knows some nuns, he'll sort of get rid of her. Dispose is a verb that suggests he's got no interest in her whatsoever and just wants rid of her to get himself out of trouble. So it's quite a cowardly act there. Friar Lawrence still isn't willing to own up and speak the truth to Juliet's parents. He's quite happy for them to think Juliet is dead altogether. And number 8, Romeo and Juliet are dead and news has spread far and wide. Who has died of grief? It's Lady Montague. Lady Capulet also says she thinks she's going to die given the sadness that she's experiencing. So the parents are very much affected by this conflict and the outcomes of it. Question number 9. What does Friar Lawrence suggest they do with him? Well, at the end, we don't find out what they're going to do with him, but he does suggest that he deserves punishing and being held to account. So Friar Lawrence is very much implicated in their deaths at the end. Not something we always see in modern interpretations, but certainly in the play, in the script itself, Friar Lawrence is somebody who is in need of punishment, according to the original story. Question number 10. What does Montague say he will do in Juliet's honour? He talks about having a golden statue made in her honour. Okay, check out the other videos on my channel. I'll continue to add content. Feel free to ask something you'd like to see me cover in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share, and keep revising.